What's up, guys? I hope everybody is doing well out there. You know what? There has been some positive changes here in the Philippines within the past year here now. These things are getting overlooked for the simple reason that so much energy and effort is spent towards the COVID-19 situation, not only here but around the world. But you know what? People in the past, and I have even said it, the air pollution here in the Philippines is not the greatest in the world in the cities. Now, you get out in the provinces, air pollution is a little bit better. But one of the things they have done here in the Philippines this past year, starting back around January, February, was they have done modifications to vehicle inspections, including emissions. And I guess it kind of got overlooked. But they've made major changes. Yesterday I went down, I had to get my motorcycle inspected for the year. I use an agency instead of doing all the work myself. Now you can do all the work yourself, you can do all the legwork, but I use the agency. I pay them a little extra, but they get it done. I don't have to do all the legwork. So I got down there yesterday, got with my agency. They handed me a form. They said, okay, you got to go down the road to the inspection station. I said, okay. Now they have a gentleman that works for them that he helps me out. He basically holds my hands and walks me through the whole process. So he said, all right, follow me. So we drove down the road. We went to an inspection station. And I asked him, I said, whatever happened to the other smaller inspection stations that you used to be able to go to, and they're not open now? And he said, no, he goes, they're closed. He said, everybody now is required to go to LTO's, I guess, accredited inspection stations. The little guys are no longer there. So I get there and I look and it's like there's this line of cars and motorcycles. And I am not a big fan on waiting hours. It is part of living in the city, living in Angeles, living in the Philippines in general. Wait, get somewhere and you gotta wait. So he goes, follow me. So I parked my motorcycle, I went inside, and he goes, we have to get a number. I said, okay, I got a number. I turned to him, I said, how long is this gonna take? You know, it's not that I had anything better to do. I'm just not one for waiting. So the gentleman that was giving out the numbers that actually works for the inspection station said, come back in 2 hours. I said, okay. So I left, went home, hung out at home, just to kill some time. Returned back later, went back to my agency that I use, got the gentleman that I work with through the agency. We went back to the inspection station. I parked my motorbike. We went inside, talked to the man that was handing out the numbers. He said, what number are you? I told you. He said, okay. He found my paperwork. He goes, now go pay for your inspection. So you're going to prepay for your inspection. So I went in, I think it was like 560 pesos, a little over $10, which for an inspection, a little over $10. Now that's for a motorcycle. I don't know if it's more for a vehicle or more for a jeepney or a trike. I know it's 560 for a motorbike. So I said, cool, I paid that. He goes, bring your motorbike up here. So I'm wheeling my motorbike up past all these people, and these people are looking at me. And I'm thinking to myself, I hope they don't think I'm special. Like, who's this special American? Would you get VIP treatment over us people that have been here? So we get to the front of the line, and he goes, he said, he called out my number. And everybody looked at their numbers, and then they had realized that my number had already passed. So I was like, all right, people understand that my number had passed. I'm not cutting line. I don't think I'm a VIP. So then they started the process. When I broke out my camera, the gentleman asked me, oh, are you a vlogger? I said, yeah. He goes, okay. And he allowed me to vlog it, and he allowed me to film what was going on. So anyways, check it out. I think the inspection and the way they're doing it, I think it's a great idea. Check out the inspection. So this is the first stage. It's a speedometer. You're checking what, the speedometer?
Yeah.
Okay. So making sure everything works. Oh, there's another guy.
So good so far.
So good so far. Yeah. They're very, very friendly, very helpful here. He's just telling me what they're doing, the steps that have to be done for it. Like I said, you know what? For the most part, you're just spending your time doing all this. We got a screen up there. I don't know what that's all about. Up there, speedometer. Oh, okay. See the front tire going around? Next stage.
Second stage is the front brake.
Second stage is the front brake. Oh, it's okay? All right, cool. Cool, they'll let me come up here. So the front brake. I guess the machine's doing all the...
They're checking the front brake.
Okay.
Pass.
Pass, all right, pass.
Yeah,
62% efficient. Good. All right.
rear
We're
brake.
doing the rear brake. This is a new state of the art.
Yeah. Okay, it's pass.
Pass, all right, rear brake pass.
Less than 50% is failed.
Less than 50% is failed. Okay.
Now the emission.
Now emissions. Pretty nice setup here. I've never seen a setup like this, but
It's from France.
France.
Yeah. The
Okay.
machine is from France.
So the whole setup is from France.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Oh, they're checking the emission.
Emissions. Horn.
Horn, together the decibel of your horn.
The horn pass.
Yeah, there's the mic that they test the decibel.
Oh, okay. So that's the microphone there, but it's testing the decibels of the horn. Okay. Background exhaust.
And the last stage
Oh.
is your headlight.
All right, headlight test.
The last stage is your headlight.
All right. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is all new to me. Along with a lot of people, right?
Done.
Yeah. Done? Pass?
The
Oh.
decibel.
Decibel sound. Uh-oh.
Sound. There we go, the one.
Okay, the microphone is picking up the decimal sound.
Okay, the accelerating, so they check the sounds of the horn. Okay.
Good? Good to go? All right. We passed. Thank you. Hey. thanks for everything. What do I need? I'm going this way. I guess I'm going this way.
Oh, the releasing of your certification.
Oh, okay. Now it's the releasing of my certification. All right, guys, so there it is. There is how they're inspecting the motorcycles. Once you complete the process, they will tell you to wait, and you will go get a certificate that says you passed your inspection. And here's what that certificate looks like, and here's everything that was done with the inspection. All right, there it is. That is what you will get from that Motor Vehicle Inspection System report, and there lists everything that they go over and look at. You can see number one, I'm just going to kind of go over body appearance, chassis, engine, handlebars. Those are the things that apply. You will have an NA by those that don't apply to your vehicle. You got the headlights, the signal lights front, the signal lights rear, the parking light front, the parking light rear, the brake light, number plate light, that's the light on the back of your license plate, reflectors, the horn, side mirror rear view, brake system, tires and wheels, fuel tank cap, panel gauges, color. Number 5 is odometer reading, undercarriage. Now they're looking at the undercarriage, radiator, engine brake mounting, engine oil leaks, transmission oil leaks, front suspension joint bushes, rear suspension joint bushes, brake hose, pipes, cylinders, fuel hose, pipe, shock absorbers, exhaust pipes and silencers, chassis frame, and then to the right you'll see the brake tests, front brake, rear brake test, speedometer test, headlight test, and emissions test. All right, guys, so there it is. There's what they require, pass or fail. But you need that certificate when you go and file the paperwork for the registration of your vehicle. That has to go into the DOT, the Department of LTO, I'm confusing them. LTO, Land Transportation Office. They're the ones that issue you a new registration. And that piece of paper is required for you to get a registration for your vehicle for the year. Now, my agent does all that. Like I said, I pay a little extra. I think my registration, because I had to pay for the registration with my agent, their service fees, any other paperwork that they do, plus my insurance. You need insurance for a year on your motorcycle. So you have to pay for that. They won't register unless you show proof of insurance. I think the whole thing came to like 1,500 pesos, 30 bucks. 30 bucks for the registration and insurance. Now, I can purchase better insurance if I want. It's extra. You're going to pay extra for better coverage. But most people just get a simple, basic insurance plan on vehicles when it comes to motorcycles. And even people that have used cars. Now, new cars, you have to carry a full coverage. So anyways, that is done. They will contact me back in a couple days to come up and get the registration, so I'm good to go. But I think it's great. I mean, people always complain about exhaust fumes. You know, look at the jeepney blowing out exhaust. Look at the trike blowing. Look at the motor. Now, how these people are going to pass their inspections, I don't know. From what I was told, that 560 is pass or fail. If you fail, guess what? They will issue you the things that need to be fixed, and from the man telling me, you have to come back and go through the process again. So I think that's great. How do some of these vehicles pass? I don't know. I don't know. This is the Philippines, and we all know that money can buy you anything. I'm just putting it out there. My thoughts, it's great, but on the other hand, what it has done now, those little small, little shops that people would go to get their vehicles inspected, to get your emissions done, they're gone now. They're gone. And that has put them out of business. And that's the sad part of the whole thing here. That's how I look at it. Positive note, they are trying to clean up the air. I know a year or two ago they were talking about phasing out jeepneys, getting more, more energy efficient, more emissions efficient, more better running jeepneys out there, or new ways of transportation. I have yet to see that in Angeles City. I still see the old jeepneys running around. But yeah, that is a positive thing. Like the gentleman told me there, he said, the Philippines is 20 years behind other Asian countries. Matter of fact, I think he said all Asian countries when it comes to emissions and inspections. And he said, it's, at what point do they make changes? People always say, we want change, we want change. And then when people make changes, people are a little upset because a change happened and okay, we want change, but we don't want change to where it affects me. But there it is. There is the new way. They're doing the inspections here. I just want to put that out there. Let people know. Share with the world and YouTube community that the Philippines has had some positive changes. So anyways, I guess with that being said, take care of yourself, take care of each other, take care of the sick, the elderly, and the young. If you have pets, take care of your pets. And if you got to get your vehicle inspected here in the Philippines, good luck.